Hey everybody, it's the OMAD Dad. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, a channel that is dedicated to living the OMAD lifestyle or eating just one meal a day. Well, I'm back with another installment of what I eat on my OMAD plan. This is another video of some pictures of sample OMAD meals that I've had. This is about a week's worth of meals in this video. And the purpose for me for doing these is to show the variety and versatility of this diet, and the fact that I allow myself not to restrict any particular type of food groups, that I eat what I truly enjoy. But I also want to give you guys who are brand new to this some ideas as to how to make this really work for you. But what you'll notice in all of these videos that I do is that I follow some of the same general principles. First of all, I eat my food on standard dinner plates. I don't go higher than 3 inches. I don't go over the edges. I lay everything out in front of me ahead of time, and when I'm done eating, I walk away. There's no snacking, there's no grazing. I allow myself one caloric beverage, and as you'll see in the pictures on this channel, for the most part, that caloric beverage I choose for it to be red wine. Occasionally I'll mix it up with something else, but it's usually that, or I'll just have water. And I eat within about a 1 hour time frame. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's a little more, depending on the conversation or how things are going. But while I am mindful of what I'm eating and enjoy the process, I don't force myself to eat as fast as humanly possible. I want to enjoy it because it's going to be another 23 hours or more before I eat my next meal. So I want to make sure that I enjoy every bit of it. Something else to consider as well is that every one of these pictures represents one full day of eating, because I sit down and I eat my one meal and then I get up and I'm done. So everything that's laid out right in front of me ahead of time, it's planned, and what you see is what you get. And so each one of these meals represents one day on this plan, just to give you guys an idea of some of the things that I like to eat on my OMAD plan. It doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be expertly garnished, but these were some homemade meals. So here we go. This first day of OMAD, I had some barbecued ribs. This was a full rack of ribs. Had a little bit of Spanish rice, some black beans. Had a cup of water, my one caloric beverage, a glass of red wine, one thing I love to have at dinner time. And I had a little dessert today with this. I had some 70% dark chocolate, 1 ounce, and a small handful of almonds. And this represented one OMAD meal. Next up was a little bit of a breakfast OMAD. I haven't had a traditional American breakfast OMAD in quite a while, so I decided to have one this past week. As you can see, I had a slice of sausage, a few slices of bacon, 2 pieces of whole grain wheat toast, a few scrambled eggs, 3 from scratch banana pancakes with some maple syrup, and for dessert in the other plate, I had a slice of some homemade key lime pie, a little bit of whipped cream on top, and just had some water to drink with this. I didn't feel like having any caloric beverage, but sometimes I've been known to have a glass of orange juice with a meal like this, but I didn't really have that at the time, and I didn't really feel like having that a caloric beverage. Again, you don't have to, but if you're going to have a caloric beverage, you want to have it with your meal. And you really should try and set some sort of limits, because you don't want to waste too many you don't want to waste too much calorie real estate on all of your drinks. You want to make sure that the bang for your buck that you're getting is going to be good calories that you're going to eat with some good food choices. Okay, for my next meal is a little bit of a lighter one. You've heard me talk about this before, where if 1 or 2 days in a row I have a meal that's a little bit on the heavier side, then by nature, my next meal tends to be a little bit of a lighter one. And so this meal was a salad meal. I had some grilled marinated chicken breasts. I had a mixed green salad, some carrots, I had some orange segments, some wonton strips in there, some other veggies. I had a glass of red wine, and the last piece of a homemade key lime pie that I had made. You've heard me talk before and advocate making your own junk food. It's definitely what we've done in my household. We make our junk food, so to speak, on the weekends. We pick a dessert or something we, as a treat, something we really want to have. When it's gone, it's gone. I don't eat it or snack on it or graze on it throughout the day. I only have it during my eating window. It's part of the plan, and I share with the rest of the members of my household, my family. And we try and pick something different every single week. And if we don't get around to it this weekend, well, then it looks like this week we skip the sweet dessert, and we just mostly concentrate on having, say, some fruit or nuts and different, maybe dark chocolate or something like that. But as you can see here, this was a little bit lighter of a meal. Very hearty, still filling, very fulfilling to me, but lighter in comparison to some of the other meals that we've had before. Next up, another very simple meal here. I have a whole turkey grinder. And for those of you who are not in the northeast of America, this also may be known as a sub or a hoagie. It depends on where you are in the world. But some lettuce, tomato, some banana peppers, some oil of vinegar, American cheese, turkey, some salt and pepper. I don't know if I'm repeating myself here or not. But it was just on a regular traditional grinder roll, hard roll. Just a little handful of potato chips here. I did have a glass of red wine. Kind of hard to see in the picture that's coming out here. And my dessert, so to speak, for this particular day was just a banana and a 1 ounce piece of 70% dark chocolate. One of the central themes in some of these pictures that you're seeing for my meals, especially for this particular week, is what I'm trying to do is go through my freezer and my pantry and kind of offload any of the leftover bits of food and different ingredients that I have as a means of not wasting anything. I hate wasting food. I hate seeing it just sitting around, and some people seem to stockpile it in their house. It's really quite sad. The statistic is that roughly 30 to 40% of all of the food that we produce in this country just gets wasted. So what been trying to do lately is just go through and my freezer, my pantry particularly, and trying to use up those little bits of things that have been lingering around for a few months or maybe a few weeks, and they might be getting close to expiring, or I just want to clear it out. So that in turn I can go ahead and restock in the store when they're having a decent sale. And this was a video that was a good culmination of that. So I have just a simple tossed mixed green salad. I have some hand cut French fries here. The egg rolls that you see are actually homemade steak, cheddar, and pickled jalapeno egg rolls. There's a little bit of ranch on the side here. You can see the dipping sauce. I didn't use all of it, but it was just enough to complement it. I had a glass of red wine again. Homemade vinaigrette for the salad, as you can see the bottle in the back. And for dessert, just a banana. Bananas are always really cheap, easy to get. And some 70% dark chocolate, another ounce, and a little handful of almonds. And for the last meal this week, I had some homemade lasagna bolognese, just lasagna with a meat sauce. There's a couple of different cheeses in this as well. Actually made a large pan of this, and we had some family over to help us eat this. You'll see on the side there had a couple of slices of some garlic bread. It's another simple tossed salad. And for dessert, I had a banana with some more almonds and another ounce bar of 70% dark chocolate. I got the nuts and chocolate and even the bananas over at Aldi's. I've done a video on Aldi's, and they have probably the best prices around here when it comes to that. Because nuts seem to be quite expensive in many grocery stores that you go to, but Aldi seems to have the best price. And of course, it's a central theme in many of these videos that I've done. My caloric beverage this particular night was a nice glass of red wine. And there you have it. That's a week worth of OMAD meals. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope that you're able to see the versatility and the variety that is available, while at the same time seeing some of the basic principles that I've outlined in many of my other videos. I'm going to keep some of these what I eat videos coming, just to give you guys ideas of what to make and what you can include, and how I go to approaching my meals. They seem to be pretty popular, and I'm going to keep them coming. And I'd love to hear from you guys as to what you like to eat and how your meals are planned when you're doing your OMAD, or any other questions and concerns that you may have. So you could do that by either posting a comment or question below, or don't forget to email me. My email is in the link in the description to this video. But that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys have a great week, a very great day, a very happy OMAD, and be well.